What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Man, happy Monday to you. As always, gonna be doing these Monday through Friday. My goal is just keep working on myself, keep getting better at doing these YouTube lives. My goal is just to impact at least well, before it was one person a day, but now it's to impact as many people as possible. My channel is much bigger now than it was before last year, so um, that is my goal. And also, if you have any questions about what I'm talking about right now, if you have any questions about tumbling, forward roll, backwards roll, front walkover, back walkover, standing back handspring, standing 2, standing 3, standing tuck. If you have any questions about running tumbling, round off handsprings, doubles, triples, round off handspring tuck, round off handspring, layout, full, double full. They don't do pikes in the cheer world. It's more gymnastics. What's going on, Ethan? What it do? But yeah, if you have any questions about tumbling, maybe you have issues of a mental block about a certain skill. Maybe you have an issue of connecting the skills. Maybe you need some tips some drills to do at home. That's pretty much it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Nyla, what's going on? What's going on? What's up? How you doing today? How's everything with you? But yeah, any questions, don't be afraid to ask. As I talk about my topic for today, just ask anything, and I'll take a quick pause, and I will answer your question from there. Now, I believe last time we were talking about your either it was maybe your back handspring or maybe your full. Remind me again about what we were talking about, and we'll go from there. But yeah, today's topic will be about the power of your why. I believe that that having a strong why, that is everything. That's why I am here today, still talking, because for me, just a little background about myself. Now I'm still waiting. Once again, I'm not sure what you're working on before, either your back handspring or your full. But yeah, I know for me, myself, that I'm a very emotional guy. So like for me, coming into being a tumbling coach, that because I wanted things done a certain way, because I was so hard-headed, it was hard for me to grow more as a coach. But once I understood the power of my why, that's when things started to make more sense. And I would say just knowing like what I am doing certain things for, right? And I promise you, it's gonna start making more sense as I keep talking. But for me, it was okay. Like I had so many people say, hey, Tyreek, being a tumbling coach, that's not really a thing. Like you can't really do that as a career. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you should be like a doctor, you should be a nurse, you should be a lawyer, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And for me, for a long time, I thought that that was true. So I went to go be one of those things. And for me, I was pushing to be a physical therapist, but like the love was not there for doing that. And sometime it sparked, but I don't remember what year it was, but then I started going really hard for TyFlipzz. And this was like maybe like in I would say early COVID days, so like early 2020, I started going like really hard for TyFlipzz. I came out of COVID. When we were allowed to go back in the gyms, that's when I started going really, really hard, because I was doing so much planning for TyFlipzz. Once I got back in the gym, like doing drill videos and that, blah, blah, blah. And the reason why I started going so hard, what? Nyla, what? You got your back handspring? yeah, Nyla, congrats to you. Man, that's really great. I'm so happy for you. When'd you get your back handspring? And you wasn't gonna tell nobody? You wasn't gonna let me know, Nyla, that you got your back handspring? Wow, man. Like I'm so happy for you. Wow. When'd you get it? But the reason why I went so hard for TyFlipzz because like there are people out there that I have to take care of. There are things that I have to do as a brother, as a son, for me to help them on throughout the years to come. So I had to take my emotions out the picture so I can then become something else to help out my loved ones. And for you guys, for those who are looking to push for your skills, for those who are struggling with their skills, for those who are having a hard time with throwing your skills, if you can figure out why you're doing your back handspring, if you can figure out why you want to keep pursuing these skills, then I believe that the skills will come easier. So if you are pushing for doing a stand and tuck and you're not sure why you want to stand and tuck, if you want to stand and tuck because you see your friends doing it, if you want to stand and tuck because the team needs it, I don't believe that that's strong enough. I don't believe the meaning. I don't believe the value. I don't believe those things are strong enough for you to get this stand tuck on for your team, or not for your team, for yourself. And once you can figure that part out, like figure out like why these skills are so important for you, because let's just say you get that stand tuck, right? There's gonna be a skill later on down that's gonna make you feel that same way. So if you're looking to pursue these skills, your why, the value of the skill, the meaning behind why you want that skill has to be stronger than anything else. And once you can get to that point, once you can understand that, and I always say, and I'm not sure how other people do it, but for me, I always believe that cheer is much bigger than anything else. Sorry, scratch that. I always say that it's bigger than cheer, right? Like you're gonna be faced with different situations, you're gonna be faced with different things, you're gonna be faced with like adversity is gonna hit you so crazy outside of cheer. Cause I don't believe that it's only cheer. You're gonna deal with situations where you're gonna have a family. You're gonna deal with situations where where you're going through certain things. And I believe that when you are doing cheer, when you're doing high school, middle school cheer, whatever you are in, I feel like that's where the fun should be. I don't believe that you should be so stressed out to the point where like your world is over when you are tumbling. I believe that when you are tumbling, it should be the funnest thing ever. Like, is it stressful? Yes, but if you want to be great at tumbling, whether it's all-star cheer, high school, middle school, I got my back tuck a few months ago. Congrats to you. Callie, congrats to you. That's amazing. Like why? What's going on? What it do? But yeah, like tumbling shouldn't be so stressful. I believe that it should be when you tumble, it should be like when you let all your stress out. For me, when I was tumbling, I remember when I was working on my round handspring full, or even my stand back handspring, like I had to get to the point where like all my negative feelings towards what was going to happen, I had to somehow turn it into positivity, even though I felt like there was so much weight on me being like pushing me down. And once you can figure out how to turn your negativity into positivity, once you can figure out that tumbling should be something where you have where it's fun rather than just being so stressful, because it is stressful, but at the same time, like it should be fun stress. It should be happy stress. Because if tumbling was easy, if cheer, all-star cheer, whatever cheer, like if it was easy, then everybody be doing it. But since everybody's not doing it, since if you want to be great at tumbling, I believe that stress is a part of the process. The mistakes, the failure, the adversity, all those things are a part of what we do. Um, if you want to be great at something, if you're looking to be great, then all those things are a part of the package deal. And I believe that if you can stick with the process, if you can trust the process, if you can have faith in yourself more, believe in yourself more, then I believe that the sky's the limit for whoever's watching this live right now. Because like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. I believe that it will be fun as you keep pushing towards your goals. It can be a fun thing if you keep working on it. It's not going to be easy. Anybody can be great at tumbling, but at the same time, it takes sacrifice. And that's just how life is. Like, I don't want to do these lives every day, but I do believe that I am impacting somebody out there who's watching these lives, who's going through what I went through as a tumbler. Like, I believe that if I had somebody talking to me the same way, that I would be 10 times much better, because they were just pushing positivity into what I'm doing. But since I didn't have that, it was very hard for me to overcome the adversity I went through. But this is why I do this, because I believe that I'm impacting somebody who's watching this live right now. And though I don't like to do these lives, I believe that is making me become a better speaker. Because it's one thing to teach kids how to tumble, but it's another thing to teach kids or to let athletes or kids know that let them know that I will always be there. And you know, that's just what I'm gonna keep pushing. And I love what I do, so I do believe that there are certain things that I won't like to do, but at the same time, like, just pushing that positivity with what I do, TyFlipzz. I believe that I am, like I said, motivating, inspiring, uplifting anybody out there who's watching, listening, and all those things. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be back on tomorrow. Same time. I'm pushing for 6 or 7 o'clock every day to do these lives. But if you have any questions about tumbling, if you have any questions about this live, the power of your why, don't be afraid to ask tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Nyla, once again, congrats on your back handspring. That's really, really big. Like, for me, even if you got the skill, even if you didn't get the skill yet, if you're making mistakes, I'm always going to congratulate you, because you're always pushing towards something. If you give up on your goal right now, then you might feel some type of regret 5 or 10 years later down the line. And for me, what I'm doing, I want to make sure that when it's all said and done, that I was able to make a dent or able to make some type of impact on those in the tumbling world. See you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.